My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire for the daily challenge for the 21st of March 2020. The character is the Watcher the Silent. Watcher the Silent? I saw the word sealed and I was like, oh, silent. No, Watcher. And then we have Sealed Deck, Colourless cards, and Big Game Hunter. This looks like it's gonna be a good time. I love a good Sealed Deck run. Okay. See 1 pressure points, so we're not going a pressure points deck. See 2 copies of Wallop. See 2 pressure points actually. But we are going to thicken up the deck, so we're not going to want to take that. The elites spawn and drop better rewards, so I imagine that, especially considering we also have colorless cards available, over the course of the run, we're probably going to find an Apotheosis. I like a Cross Joints and a Sash Whip and a Wallop. Also really like Flash of Steel. Another Cross Joints, another Sash Whip, another Wallop. Okay, and then we need to start looking for some defense. Take a Deceive Reality and a Protect. I could go for another Protect, or I could go for a Sanctity here. The cost of the extra Protect is a little bit much. But also the Wallops to defend. Fine. We're going to want an Energy Relic as soon as we can get one. Okay, there are a bunch of different 4 elite paths. There's one that hits 2 early shops. I'll have one that only hits 1 early shot, but has a bunch of early question marks. Okay. I'm gonna Miracle first, then Protect. Then, no, it should have been Miracle, Cross Joints, Protect, Cross Joints. Ryan, I keep invalidating those cards because I plan out my whole turn ahead of time. Yeah, I plan out my whole turn ahead of time, and I still have a little bit of difficulty, rather, sequencing those effectively. Wallop can be 8 more damage and 8 more defense with the Wreath of Flame, rather. Not going to want to remove any cards from my deck at this point. Take my first curse. Sure. Makes the next shop upcoming a lot more exciting. Joints into Wallop. Then I will Sash Whip the backliner. Was actually guesstimating that the frontliner would have been taken down by that attack, but it's okay. Took a Cut Through Fate. I've got to start taking like cards at basically all of these opportunities to dilute the curses we intend on putting into the deck. There's the Apotheosis. Do I take it here? Yeah, we'll always have better choices later, I think. I also really like the Bag of Preparation here. We'll take that. We'll get a Cut Through Fate as well. Alright. Let's Flash of Steel first, see what we get. We'll play out the Wreath of Flame just in case I happen to get the Wallop next turn. Which was quite likely. Unfortunately, it's still not enough to actually defend us here. Because after that, I could weaken you. But this is actually more defense. This defense is for 3, this defense is for 4. And this gives us another defense card that we get to hold in hand for later turns. Also another target for the Apotheosis next turn. Actually, it's probably Apotheosis safety. Okay. I'm intentionally not wasting damage by throwing that against the frontliner, especially when I'm already fully defended. Also, I'm very reliably able to defend in a pinch if needed with these 2 protects in hand, so I can afford to do more risky things like that. Fine. Just wallet for the extra damage. Don't love the weakness that we're rocking now. Someone's got to rock it. Crush joints as well as the... that's unfortunate. If we also got the Wreath of Flame there, or didn't get either, it would have been a kill. Not getting either would have been a kill the turn after. As it turns out, we killed anyway. Yeah, I can't just keep upgrading the cost of everything. I'm going to take a secret weapon for pulling out the right card at the right time. Nice. Free elite. I'm going to cross joints, then Wreath of Flame, setting up for the possible wallop this turn. Okay, I'll use this to pull the wallop intentionally, and then block for 21, and then also make you weak for 2 turns. Great defensive setup there. Let's go protect, crush joints, miracle, sash whip, flash. Fine. I wanted to get the sash whip back in the deck so I have more damage in there. It's fine. Got the kill next turn anyway. Ooh, this is a lot of elites this floor. Preserved Insect! Enemies in elite combat sub 25 less HP. Hey, it's great! Also, Tantrum's like a really good pickup here right now. Especially with the wallops in the deck already. Or particularly with the wallops in the deck already, rather. Another Lagavulin. This is an interesting example of one of the only cases where you can have 2 elites of the same type in a row, is where you have an event giving you one of the elites and then the other, and then an elite that happens to pull the same elite. This space and this space can't be the same. Use this in, using this to look for Apotheosis. Great. I don't like that I'm going to have the doubt on the turn that I wake the enemy up. So I'm just not going to have that then. Actually, you know what? Screw it, I'm going for damage. Worst case scenario, I just play double protect this turn. Or I weaken you. 3x4, 11. 3x4 is 12, 11. So we're just off. It's fine. Wreath of Flame into a wallop. And then kill next turn with pretty much any draw. That'll do it. Pair for a little bit more max HP. Violence versus Vault versus Sadistic Nature. Vault makes the most sense to me right now. But gosh, do I need an extra energy. Potion. I like it. Let's go Secret Weapon to pull out Tantrum. We'll use Crush Joints. And just start throwing damage at him, basically. Gambling Chip, the start of combat, discarded a number of cards and then draw that many. We'll take a Lessons Learned now. In particular, we're obviously going to be cycling to try and find the Apotheosis in the opening hand. Secret Technique is also going to be really good for also digging for Apotheosis. Great opening turn! Liquid bronze, liquid bronze. Okay, we do have the Hexaghost, so I might want this elite to deal damage to me. But having the second liquid bronze in that fight seems like a really good idea. Wheel kick. Swivel? We do have like a fair few high cost attacks. Lesson learned. Wallop. Wallop. I'll take one. I can't guarantee the next space is going to be a space where there is a fight. Wallop is next as well. Actually, no, we'll just go. Lesson learned. Fine. I really hope the next space is a fight. Otherwise, we're gonna have trouble. Oh, we got trouble. We got trouble right here in River City, and it rhymes with P, which stands with T, which rhymes for P, which stands for pool. Or in this case, H for Hexaghost. Panache isn't great. Scroll just gives me the cards that I end up holding. Honestly, this is, I think, a pass. Duplication Potion is interesting. I think it might actually be more powerful than Liquid Bronze, just for possibly defending us a bunch on that turn if we need it, and it looks like we might. Let's upgrade Vault so that if we need to, we can use Vault on the first turn to give us an extra turn to look for the Apotheosis. I hate throwing both of those Sash Whips there. Means I'm not going to have weakness next turn. Need one of them. Let's use that to pull a Cut Through Fate. Cut Through Fate to try and find Apotheosis. That's lessons learned. Apotheosis. That's Wreath of Flame. Oof. Duplication Potion the Sash Whip in order to get weakness on you. Apotheosis Vault is probably the next turn. Or is it? It's actually Apotheosis Wallop. Apotheosis Wallop Vault? We'll see. Play both of those out. Get myself extra puff this turn. Okay. Apotheosis definitely. Vault. And there's another Wallop, it's just not going to be enough, right? Yep, just not going to be enough. Fine. If I was going to have a competitive score, it would 100% rely on me not taking that damage there. So I did at least look for the Hexaghost. It's a problem that I looked for it only at this point, so I didn't really have the time to take the damage. I'm also going to say, like, I don't say it often, but I don't really like the whole, like, specifically you want to lower your health before you get to the Hexaghost for the sake of this. It's a weird play pattern. And the game doesn't do stuff like that often. So it just feels weird. Let's use that to bury the doubt. Okay. Let's crush joints first, then tantrum, flash of steel, sash whip, and then we'll defend. I've already taken damage in this fight, so I don't really need to matter. Don't really need to matter. Yep, don't need to matter at all. I also don't need to care though. Except for making sure that I have the ability to kill with the lessons learned there. Okay, another wallop upgrade, neat. Ragnarok. Sure. Elites drop an additional relic when defeated, but we didn't get energy is the big thing. That's actually a problem. We need to find energy somewhere. Maybe it's relic support for energy, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 elites. There's a 3 elite path and a 4 elite path. The 4 elite path is a little worse than the 3 elite path, but it has 4 elites, which is 2 extra relics. Ragnarok Wreath of Flame is only 50 damage this turn anyway. There we go. Now that we have the Apotheosis, this all makes more sense. The secret weapon out, the Sash Whip. Did that in the wrong order. Yep, I needed the secret weapon it out first. Again, I have problems sequencing those. I will definitely try and focus more on that. Didn't use the lessons learned. That's my bad. Don't like any of those at all. Real lowlights. Get rid of that for a Colourless potion. There's our Apotheosis. We can also crush joints, Flash of Steel. Vault. Out of that turn, find a different turn. Ooh, Wallop looks good. Let's Wallop. The secret weapon out and attack. Then Cut Through Fate. Discarding everything. The intent here is to get to the next lessons learned as quickly as possible. Found it, but actually might have been too quick. Six damage. It's not going to be enough. If I had 1 extra energy right now. Yeah, I'm not going to have the ability to get back to this anyway. So I'll set up the vulnerability for the next turn then. It's fine. Take another Deceive Rally. We can play defensively when we need to. Well, I'm pretty intent on going like constant money here and then running away with all of the money. All right, 25 HP. Think I'm comfy doing this. Let's keep the vault though. I should have walloped first, of course. Just a little bit of damage there. Let's weaken you for the next turn. Okay, protect is now enough for... No, it's not because we're frail. I gotta remember that. Nothing I can really do about that right now, though. Okay. Tantrum. Miracle a Ragnarok. Essence of Steel, don't really want that. Bowling Bash helps us a little bit in the AoE fights. Essence of Steel is not as good as anything else I have at the moment. If Ragnarok was upgraded by base, this would be a lot better. But it's not. gonna discard all of those, just try and get to the next cycle of the deck as quickly as possible here. Interesting. I'm gonna go double Sash Whip. Okay, Swivel makes something else cost 0. Actually, we'll make the Crush Joints cost 0, and then we'll Bowling Bash easily. Lessons learned shouldn't be that difficult to get off here. 9 6 times is 54 damage, which is more than the HP the enemy has at this point. Come on, and give me that. There we go. Cut Through Fate is another good upgrade there. Helps us draw down to the right card at the right time. God, we get a lot of cards here I have really no interest in. I'm looking for more aggressive cards right now. I've already picked up like a very, very good base of defense. Flash of Steel is just free damage. We'll leave Vault actually. Let's Cut Through Fate. There we go. I'm gonna protect, hold. Wait for a better turn to start the damage. That doubt is really annoying, and it's like I'm not getting many other curses. It might be time to start removing the doubts. Not a huge fan of constantly being weakened the turn before I'm about to throw out a Ragnarok. Protect into Crush Joints into Sash Whip. It's just enough to defend us. Alright, I'll Secret Weapon out. I mean, vulnerability. Plus 8 damage from the Wreath of Flame, right? So this would be 21. 21 with vulnerability. Yeah, that's still even not enough. We have to go for the Ragnarok. Vajra started combat with 1 strength as well as the Ink Bottle. Whenever you play 10 cards, gain 2 energy. I like the idea of the Deva form. I just never will have time to play it. Mayhem? Mayhem could screw me up exclusively by playing Tantrum at the wrong time. I'm comfortable taking it with that risk. Let's take a Flash of Steel out of the deck. Use this for draw. Getting to Apotheosis finally. Great. All right. It's a free Crush Joints for us. Hell yeah. This will draw 2 cards for me, but really I just want to Vault. Do I? No, Wall up on the back line. It seems like a better play there. Plus at least Vault for a later turn. Nice. Actually, it lets us get lessons learned off pretty quickly. I'm going to swivel into a Crush Joints. Setting up vulnerability for this turn. Yeah. Easy kill. Duplication Potion. I get vulnerability on the enemy pretty easily. Conclude is really nice here. Bit more AoE as well. Which is very important on this floor. Wreath of Flame Conclude would be nice. I'm only going to throw those. Conclude. Let's Wreath of Flame. Conclude for the kill. I'd play Swivel afterwards, but couldn't do, obviously. I should be able to block here. I thought I was going to block us for a little more. I don't know how I miscounted that. Right? It was 4, 6. I'll tell you what happened. 6 by 3 is not 15. Let's Flash of Steel first. Miracle into Crush Joints. Ragnarok sounds great. Even sets us up for a Cut Through Fate this turn. Pen-Nib, every 10th attack you play deals double damage. Another Mayhem. Sure, let's make this a Mayhem deck. I like that. I like that as an idea. Juicy Bracelet, normal enemy encounters and non-gory encounter into question mark rooms. There's a huge pickup there. We will cycle everything except for that Conclude, because it's possible that we kill. And then great. Okay, this will at least defend me this time. I'll make you vulnerable. I can't do anything else here. Not if I want to get my lessons learned off at least. Speaking of, Flash of Steel gets the upgrade. There we go. All at the start of each combat, all enemies gain 1 vulnerable. Very, very, very important pickup for us right there. All right, another. I'll do it. Conclude is now an awful card in this deck and needs to be removed because we have those 3. Ornamental Fan, when we play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 blockers. Nice. I'm definitely. You know what? It's 15 health overall. This does, right? 1, 2, 3, 10. Leaves me on 1 HP. That's fine. That's all you need. Toy Ornithop done. Now whenever I use a potion, I heal for 5 HP. Finally, I might decide to use some potions. Might actually use a potion as a result of this. Might mess around to use a potion. Kind of thing. Alright, so Wallop, Sash Whip on the back line is 12, and then Conclude. Nice. Cut Through Fate our way, hopefully, down to a more impactful card than that is what I was going to say. Use the Duplication Potion in order to set up better for the lessons learned that I can't use for a kill here. Oh, Vault. Just Apotheosis and so Cut Through Fate, throwing the next card. Really? Well, at least he gave it to me so I know that I don't have to wait for it. Shuriken, whenever you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength, as well as at the end of turn 7, deal 52 damage to all enemies. Yeah, all of those are way too slow to put in here. I don't think I'm going for a 50 card deck anymore. I also don't think I'm really going for score anymore. I'm just going for mayhem. No Apotheosis for me? Don't conclude, don't conclude, don't conclude. You vaulted an Apotheosis, but the vault cut off the Apotheosis? Okay, hang on. That's so rude. Not too much I can do about that. It makes the deck significantly weaker. So you get 15 more health out of this. We'll just set up for the next turn. I should have used Secret Weapon there to pull a card that I don't want. I'll take a third eye to scry through some bad cards. And I'll actually rest there, just in case. Sadistic Nature does a decent amount of damage in this deck. Not like enough to put it in the deck, but it's not awful. Could be worse. Go through Fates for... Take the Mayhem setup. Don't love being weak on turn 1 again. Mayhem played Mayhem. Lovely. It's exactly what we want to see. I'll vault. Let's get another free turn. Okay, Apotheosis Mayhem. Almost fully defended, but get another safety in hand. Lovely. Top 3 cards of the deck. Choosing an attack to add to your hand. I'm going to add the Conclude so I can't accidentally draw it there. Uh-oh. Why did you have to put me in Wrath? That was like one of the bad things that we could have gotten, but I was just hoping it wouldn't have happened. It's enough damage to defend us. Enough block to defend us, rather. Okay, let's Sash Whip you. Wreath of Flame and set up a Tantrum for approximately 1 billion damage. I'm gonna modify it a little bit there. Add a bigger beat at that billion. Nice. I really need to cut that Conclude. Thinking ahead? I guess there's no real great reason not to take that there, right? I still only have 1 curse in the entire deck. I can't take a Calling Bell to try and get more curses. The Velvet Choker. That'll ruin our life. I'm gonna take the Runic Dome. It's the only option there that I can actually viably take. I do need the energy. It's just I really didn't want this to be my downside for it. Okay. A lot of these are 4 elite paths, but I can basically decide which 4 elite path I want after a certain point. Okay, let's take out a... Ragnarok? Miracle. Wreath. Ragnarok for 90 times 6. Decent. I'm not sure I want just a single Crescendo in the deck. Yeah, with the Tantrum, it's already... sorry, with the Mayhems, they're already really dicey. Master of Strategy, definitely. Ash of Steel, definitely. Skip. Way too much money to pay for a relic, if you ask me. Okay, whenever you play a power, attack, and skill in the same turn, I have 1 power. I actually do occasionally do that. Do I have any debuffs, though? My only debuff is from Doubt, and I'm about to remove that. Speaking of... Yeet. I'll take another Master of Strategy as well as cards containing strike deal 3 additional damage. Despite the fact that I have no strike cards. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take an Arcabeco, which is fine. And then I think I save the rest of my money for a later shop. I'll be taking that rare relic, thank you. I love the idea of conclude. I can do that actually. Now that I'm getting 5 HP every single fight with the Toy Ornithopter, there's no reason just to hold the potions that I'm currently using. So now we will actually start utilizing them to... excuse me. Start utilizing them to take out targets. Beforehand, I only really cared to play them if they were actually going to be providing us a benefit at the time. Okay. Ooh. Let's add that to the hand. Sure. Oh, sure. And then, with the lessons learned, get another upgrade. Girya. You can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times maximum. I love that. I'll take a protect. 1 rest. So I only get 1 rest along the entire line, but I'm fine with it. Well, the second rest before the boss, but we'll see whether or not we actually have the ability to utilize that in the way that I'd like. I'm going to keep the Mayhems. It's a huge amount of damage on the next attack is the thing, though. Couldn't really turn that down. Should have done that earlier, I guess. Giant head, probably the easiest giant head combat I've ever had. Thankfully, we have the Courier. I would love to get to a shop now. I could actually get back to the amount of energy that I really want. To the amount of cards that I really want. Sorry, I was thinking of energy because I saw the thing that was energy. There's literally no shop opportunities for the rest of this run. Unless I cut out to the left here. Yeah, and then I have 1 question mark. Hopefully that's a shop. That also is another 3 elite paths, so still viable. Pop that back atop the deck and use third eye. Oh my god, really? Fine, we'll cut through fate. Oh my god, really? Alright. I'll vault. Play that with a tantrum, makes sense. We'll Wreath of Flames, secret weapon, pull out the tantrum. Easy kill, bottle flame, put a attack in your opening hand. Attack in the opening hand when we have an Arcabeco is a Ragnarok. Take an establishment, and I'll actually lower the cost of our defense quite significantly. Better than the Colourless potion is the energy potion. I realize now as well, by the way, that I haven't been using the potions as I said I would. I'll try and focus on that a little bit more. The fights are just over really too early, which is my excuse. Okay. Start the Apotheosis. I'm gonna master just in case I get a Wreath of Flame, which I did, so that I can do something like that. Frozen Egg, whenever you had a power card to your deck upgraded, as well as Letter Opener whenever you play... Ooh, do I put another Apotheosis in this deck? No. Explosive Potion, deal 10 damage to all enemies. No, not super useful. Again, I didn't heal. Ryan. Remember when you said you were going to do the thing? You might as well do the thing you said you were going to do. Didn't do it in this fight either. To be fair, I actually do like these potions. I'll say that. I'll take a Sash Whip. There are better potions for the boss fight, but I actually prefer these than a lot of the potions I've been turning down recently. Okay. This is a great pick up there. Ragnarok as well. Try to cut through Fate, and then I will just kill next turn. I was thinking ahead just in case. Okay. We'll also end turn just in case. There we go. Lessons learned. Super fast on those. Shop, 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 shop. No! Bottle Tornado. But, establishment on my bag. Yeah, this is pretty good still. It's fine. I get a free establishment as well as a cost establishment. Let's upgrade with the Apotheosis first. Draw in case we get the Wreath of Flame. If nothing else, it's worth playing as many cards as I possibly can here. Just to increase the counter on the enemies. This is currently 40 by 6, not lethal. Now it's 72 by 6. That's lethal. Anchor, start his combat with 10 blockers. More bank whenever you climb a floor, gain 12 gold. No longer waste time to spend a gold to shop. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have an opportunity to do that one. Lifted. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna wombo combo you on the first turn, but we'll see. If I was ever gonna do it, it'd be after a tantrum. Fine. Not really going for score anyway. Let's go Sash Whip. Protect, block, and then I'm going to throw out a Crush Joints as well. It's possible the enemy isn't even doing enough damage this turn to... Oh my god. Yeah, that's not enough damage this turn, I'll even tell you that much. Although I'm also pretty sure I'm not going to do enough damage this turn to take you out. Still in Wrath, though. Choose any number of cards to discard. I'm gonna discard just that one, I think. So I can Wreath of Flame, Wallop, and then Sash Whip. Keep the enemy weak. They seriously just decided not to attack me this entire time, apparently. Miracle, Crush Joints, Tantrum, fish for another Tantrum. Got him. Yeah, no, the Time Eater just decided to be very nice to me. If we got a perfect on the first boss, we might not have had an awful score, although still, no curses, no collector's bonuses, I'm pretty sure, as well. It's stacked way too much money because I didn't have a shop at the very end, although I didn't necessarily have anything I wanted to buy with the money at the very end as well. Wait a second. I'm not playing on the beta branch. I usually play on the beta branch. It's gonna unlock some watcher cards for the first time. Ooh, what's this? Wish? Yeah, I turned off beta branch so that I could play with Alexa. On the... Oh, yikes. Not a great score right there. Evidently. To be fair, whenever you have a sealed deck, and especially whenever you have Courier show up on a run, you know that there is going to be a score that takes advantage of it. For the moment, though, My name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all of my content of the game, plus present and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.